that it must be the policy of the United States to support free peoples who are resisting attempted subjugation. If we falter in our leadership, we may endanger the peace of the world, and we shall surely endanger the welfare of this nation.
Hello, this is TruNorth, the news source so trusted, people often ask it to babysit their children. I'm MC2 Mick Domestico.
And I'm MC2 Tyler Caswell. Welcome to our Navy Birthday Celebration Edition. This week we'll see how Truman celebrated the Navy's 238th birthday, and we'll check in with our crew to see how our underway PFA is going.
We'll also sit down with our most renowned guest to date, sorry all previous guests, and we'll hear how you think our modern Navy compares to that of the Continental Navy. But first, let's take a look back at all that makes us so great. A celebration of our bonds of affection, as a great man once said.
Happy birthday, U.S. Navy, from the Supply Department on board USS Harry S. Truman. Give 'em hell.
Although it may be easy to forget sometimes, we're all in this together. It's our ability to work together that makes us such an effective fighting force.
I agree. It's the relationships we develop here that breathe life into our collective experience.
While we're on the topic of experiences we enjoy so much, the Fall PFA is well underway.
While we're underway. Truman sailors are deviating slightly from the norm by conducting a physical fitness assessment while deployed. MC3 Lorenzo John Burleson weighs in on the story.
Sailors aboard aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman commenced the 2013 second cycle physical readiness test September 6th during its 2013 deployment.
It's equally important, even with per-side NOB Norfolk. It's a requirement set by the Navy. We do the PRT twice a year. So it's part of the culture of fitness that the Navy trying to establish.
Although deployed ships have the option of waiving the biannual PRT, Truman proceeded with the assessment as usual.
Physical fitness is very important. Us doing the PRT underway when it's normally waived is a sign that this command takes physical fitness at the utmost importance.
The PRT is conducted throughout the Navy in the spring and fall of each year aboard USS Harry S. Truman. I'm Petty Officer Lorenzo John Burleson.
Happy birthday, Navy, from USS Harry S. Truman.
I submit that it's our unwavering dedication to excellence that makes us so great.
What is it that makes you so great?
Well, we're about to find out in a new segment dreamed up by the one, the only QM1 Jupiter Jack Johnson called How Great Is Your Rate?
What's going on, camera? Hey, Truman, it's MA2 Schmidt down here in security. You comfortable? Like CD, Serta, Pasha, Peter comfortable? I'm comfortable. You know why you're comfortable? Because I got to watch MAs. We had to watch for 200 plus years when they're oldest rates in the Navy. Originally, we started off by training tactics, defensive movements, and weapons on board ships. Funny thing is, we still do. Hey boss, let me get a 9. Clean and safe. Hey, stand by to stand by. I got guns here. So, let me think. Me as the anti-terrorism training supervisor, my job specifically is taking what you would say a human lump of clay, a non-rated MA. Hey, yo. He's with the man. Let's go. So, like I was saying, my job specifically taking a lump of clay, training them into depend upon to defend the ship. Now, us as MAs, we're also in charge of the weapons program. We teach defensive tactics, we also teach the weapons, we also teach self-defense of the ship. Now, pretty much makes us gods amongst mere mortals, but hey, what's going on? So, like I was saying, next time you guys want to test security, rain or shine, law enforcement every time. Have no fear though, the MAs are here. Oh, and before I forget, how great is your rate?
Shipmates, October 13th is the Navy birthday. That means it's our birthday. What an honor it is to serve. And to you and to the Navy, I say, happy birthday.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and prepare to defend your rate's honor. Each week we'll be on the hunt to answer the age-old question of whose rate is truly the greatest.
A question sailors have been asking since the inception of the Navy. In fact, this week marks the 238th birthday of the Navy.
Really? I swear it doesn't look a day over 230.
Truman sailors celebrated the Navy's birthday this week with, yes, you guessed it, another cake cutting on the mess decks. I went down to get the scoop. They had ice cream too.
Good afternoon, everybody, and happy birthday.
Sailors and Marines aboard USS Harry S. Truman celebrated the Navy's 238th birthday while deployed to the U.S. Fifth Fleet Area of Responsibility.
I have the honor and privilege of working with the finest men and women our country has to offer. This was the case 238 years ago and remains as true today as it was at our Navy's inception.
While celebrating the Navy's birthday, Truman's crew members remembered the sacrifices of prior service members who helped shape the Navy as we know today.
Sailors in the past, they've been in my spot. They were all new at once. They built their way to make this great Navy that we have now. I'm new and I hope to be as great as they all once were.
As per tradition, the oldest and youngest sailors shared the first piece of the Navy's birthday cake. Aboard USS Harry S. Truman, I'm Petty Officer Tyler Caswell.
Happy birthday, Navy, from everybody on the Harry S. Truman. Go Navy!
Thanks, MC2. Now, in the spirit of truly celebrating our great organization, we'd like to share with you the following video.
In case you missed it during the live all-hands call, here's how Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group is supporting and defending our great nation over the horizon.
Make no mistake, those targets are people who mean to do our country harm. It's our presence out here and all your hard work that keep our families back home safe and secure.
This week we hit a target of our own. That is, we finally achieved a goal we've been after since the beginning of TruNorth.
That's right, we were finally afforded the opportunity to interview one of Truman's biggest and best known figures on this edition of Furrowed Brows. Welcome to Furrowed Brows. On today's show, our guest is a man whose collars weigh so much, his body had to compensate to support them. Our very own Command Master Chief, Raymond Kemp. CMC, welcome.
Thank you. CMC, we could tell you were coming because the ship listed hard to starboard as you were approaching our door.
Usually happens. But there's ballast tanks, of course, to square that away, so I'm sure that the Damage Control Central took good care of that.
So those who control the ballast tanks are aware of your every move to compensate for the listing of the ship as you walk the deck plates.
Not just my movement, but the movement of all who carry the weight to move the ship.
CMC, although your reputation precedes you, can you describe for our viewers a little about your position here on Truman?
Yes, I am the Command Master Chief, Harry S. Truman. I am part of what is often known as the triad, the CO, XO, and CMC. All of us have differing roles. Internal to the ship is more myself and the XO as a part of the damage control training team, the 3M training team. It is our responsibility to ensure that the crew is fit to fight internal the ship, not just battle damage, but material condition as well.
CMC, on behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to ask you, what is the deal with material?
It's one of those words that I heard growing up in my career. A particular surface line officer who became an admiral used to say material. I like to differentiate material condition of the ship to the material that our fantastic supply department moves to and fro. I don't want to get them mixed up.
In that case, do you often enjoy cereal for breakfast?
I don't eat cereal. Too many carbs, too much sugar.
I should have known. Before you attained enlisted nirvana, what was your rate prior to becoming a Command Master Chief?
I was an information systems technician. Prior to that, the rate was called radioman, and that was birthed out of the combination of radioman and data processing technicians. Kind of a long way of saying I started my Navy career looking like Head Officer Caswell, a computer geek.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Yes. DP2 Kemp. That's him.
His horn-rimmed glasses were very stylish in 1965.
And again in 1995 when that photo was taken.
CMC, I did notice that you're out of regs in this photo. Yes, the chin strap on your hair helmet wasn't fastened.
What kind of...
It seems that, according to this photo in 1995, warfare pins weren't very stylish either.
True. That is true. Not very stylish at all. No, in fact, that photo was taken the day before I got my pin.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah. Kind of like this filming right now, taken before either of you have gotten your second warfare pin.
Ooh. Well, there's a spot there for it.
There's room.
Actually, CMC, I did have my airpin, but when I wasn't paying attention, it flew off my chest and right into a window it thought was open. Then flopped around on the ground for a while, and in the end, I had to put it out of its misery. It was the right thing to do.
Master Chief Kirsch told us that we wouldn't leave the ship we wouldn't leave the ship without getting our airpins, so we're working on it.
Even after you get that warfare pin, there's always that LRB concern, that Liberty Risk Board concern that I may have some influence over once you've attained those pins.
So now you were a data processor of slight stature. Well, can you then describe for us a little about making the transition from Steve Urkel to the Command Master Chief Kemp we know today?
Oh wait, and you called me a geek.
Clean eating down in the Chief's mess, and there's a couple of spaces on the ship. They're called the weight room. I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but frequent visits to the weight room and the chow hall.
CMC, you're a large man in both position and stature. I understand that you're a bodybuilding enthusiast of sorts.
I do like the weight room and the challenge that it presents. That I do. Healthy decisions when it comes down to what you eat and drink can certainly lead to a stronger immune system. It can lead to a more fit and presentable body. There's only good when it comes down to being fit and healthy, being a fit and healthy sailor, especially on board Truman. We need everybody here to be a part of the fight.
CMC, would you care for a refreshment? I'm sorry we don't have more to offer you. We had a live goat, but the Chief's Mess asked us to return it.
It's just a snack, CMC.
It is just a snack.
CMC, I'll say again, you are a big man. And I've been wondering, did you at all feel anything when Sir Edmund Hillary became the first man to reach your summit?
No.
That is a very intelligent joke, and here's why. Joke breakdown. This joke is funny because Sir Edmund Hillary and his Sherpa guide Tenzing Norgay were the first men to reach the summit of Mount Everest on May 29, 1953. By asking the CMC if he felt anything as the two reached his own summit, we're cleverly suggesting that it is as big as Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth, when in reality this is a gross exaggeration, for he is precisely 29,022 feet shorter.
Yeah, buddy.
So you've been in since 1986.
That is true.
So I imagine you've been wearing gold sleeves for some time now.
Not so much.
Oh, no?
I've been wearing a gold sleeve that is hash marks and rating ensemble since I was the Master Chief.
Do they even make red sleeves for Senior and Master Chiefs? I've never heard of such a thing. Was there some mix-up at the tailor, or...?
Perhaps a mix-up at the Bureau. Because it took a while for those 12 years of good conduct to line up in their eyes.
It's like the scarlet letter, except in this case it's the scarlet sleeve. The mark of a naughty boy. A very, very naughty boy.
Well, when I was younger, I had a pretty short fuse and was not equipped to communicate other than physically. And so there have been more than just one occasion where the pugilist in me came out.
Speaking of pugilists, I understand that you Romanowski'd a young man on the pier years ago in what was a mistaken identity.
Saw two sailors look like they appeared to be fighting, so I began to trot towards them. As they began to exchange blows, I accelerated to a sprint, and when close enough, I came off my feet. I call it more of a Superman dive. Took them both to the ground. They both got skinned up pretty good. So did I. And then the ATFP officer came running out saying, "No, no, stop. It's a drill. Better to be safe than mad or attacked."
CMC, is it true that you've seized a ship?
As a matter of fact, I've seized 3 ships. In fact, with my VBSS team on my last ship, what a great opportunity to observe some real at-sea warriors.
Is it also true, CMC, that you've been chased by a tiger?
I have not been chased myself by a tiger, but I was trained during Operation Cobra Gold in Thailand on what to do if chased by a tiger, and I'm confident I would do the right thing.
It's been a significant enough issue where we need to train sailors
run from tigers.
Apparently. Seemed peculiar, but enough for me to stop the instructor and say, "It sounded like you said if being chased by a tiger." He said yes, and then proceeded to let us know what to do. Run, take off your cover, throw it one direction, and then run the other, with hopes that the tiger would go after the cover.
I've tried that a few times with Master Chief Kirsch, but she didn't buy it. She wasn't interested in the cover.
I'd imagine if she caught you, it'd be kind of like terrible Terry Tate.
She doesn't stop when you lie down and act dead.
Master Kirsch is my hero.
She bats you around when you go into the fetal position. So it's not pleasant. We've learned to just take what's coming to us.
That's the best thing. Anytime a Master Chief is after you, my encouragement to you and all others would just be look for the soonest opportunity to say, "Roger that, Master."
CMC, being that it's Navy Birthday Week, tell our viewers, what do you most love about the Navy?
I would say the customs, the honors and tradition, but most, I would say very selfishly, the structure. I'm one of those folks who believe that, just as was said by Joe Clark, that discipline is not the enemy of enthusiasm. When a sailor, including me, is given a certain parameters to work within, and to without limits, without boundaries, just those parameters. You can make it to the end of your imagination. That is what I love the most about the Navy, that structure that's there for support, that structure that is there to make us better men and women, that structure that is there to ensure that we keep shipping lanes open and defend this great nation.
Lastly, CMC, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I would like to remind the crew, first and foremost, to continue to support TruNorth. Fantastic program that brings good news and a slight bit of comedy, not much, but a slight bit of comedy to the crew. It is important that we stay connected, and TruNorth absolutely does that for us.
Well, CMC, we'd like to thank you for being on our show and for being such a good sport. We'd also like to thank you for being one of our biggest supporters. TruNorth really wouldn't have been possible without you.
And thank you for watching.
Please tune in next time when we have somebody else. Until then.
Thank you again, CMC. We're very lucky to have a Command Master Chief as dedicated and down-to-earth as you.
We indeed owe a great deal to your support.
We do have it good, but how much better do we have it than our Continental Navy counterparts?
We wanted to hear what you thought, so we sent our camera crew to the deck plates to find out.
Alright, it's Seaman Dawson with Airman Cunningham. Alright, it's Seaman Dawson here with
MA2 Sawyer
and
MA2 Horn.
Seaman Hawkins.
Alright, so how do you want your help?
Even.
Alright, it's Seaman Dawson here with
Seaman Pitkovsky. Lieutenant Lahosky.
Alright, I got a couple questions for you, okay?
Okay.
Give me the year and date of the Navy's birthday.
13 October 1775.
That's what I'm talking about. If you get those questions right, I won't touch your hair. But if you get them wrong, then I gotta cut some, okay? Name 3 of the first ratings in the Navy.
I say boatswain's mate.
That's correct.
BM, QM, and MA.
SH.
Time to listen. I'm gonna do it back in me.
GM,
that's correct. Give me one more.
I don't know.
You're not gonna give it a guess.
No.
Just say skip it, huh?
Yeah.
Quartermaster?
And actually, you're correct. That's 3 for 3. Woo! Up top. This is Seaman Dawson with
Fireman Cruz.
HTFM Washington.
Washington.
AB3 Castillo.
And
AB3 Larson.
GM3 Fawcett.
LN2 Williams.
give me one thing that you think was better during the Continental Navy times.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
Well, they could fight back in the day on ships.
I never lived in that time.
Wow, that's why you guessing.
Well, for the gunner's mates, we definitely got to shoot a lot more.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you are, because I know you all like to shoot, right?
Yeah, we love to shoot.
Deployments were shorter.
Okay, so we say 9 months is too long.
Yeah.
Okay, what is one thing that's better about the Navy now than back then?
No technology. The food was probably terrible.
Dress uniforms.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the pulled pork sandwich I had for lunch this afternoon.
That was better than what they had, right?
That was outstanding.
Exactly.
The toilets? I don't know.
Okay, and toilets, it used to be strict.
It used to be more strict than it is now.
They used to drink liquor. Okay, yeah, your turn.
PT gear?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like this guy.
Air conditioning.
And that's it?
The camaraderie.
The living conditions, hot water.
So you got everybody from all walks and all lives working together.
I'd have to say communications with home.
Back then they used to shoot cannons basically within sight. Now we don't have to do it within sight, we can do it out of sight.
You. This guy.
And I'm done.
Well, we're really here to say happy birthday, U.S. Navy. 238 years old, October 13th, 1775, the birthday of the United States Navy. Happy birthday, don't eat too much birthday cake.
Well, that just about does it for our Navy Birthday Celebration edition. But first, a teary goodbye. MC2?
Is it really that time? It's been 3 years? I'm not even wearing a watch. Wow, I really wasn't expecting this. I don't have anything prepared out. Well, maybe in this case I should just wing it. Well, my friends, it seems that my time aboard Truman is drawing to a close. While I look forward to opening a new chapter in my personal Navy reading list, it pains me to shuffle off this iron coil. I leave with nothing but fond memories of all we've accomplished here together, as a team. My time aboard Truman has truly been the proudest of my life, and I hope that you've enjoyed and continue to enjoy TruNorth as much as we've enjoyed making it. It's been a great honor telling your story over the past 3 years. I want to thank you for your support, your dedication, your sense of humor, and your service. In the immortal words of Captain Tushar Tembe, take care of yourselves, take care of your shipmates, and take care of your ship.
Well, that's all the news we have for this time, Team Truman. Be sure to check out the Give-Em-El Herald for more news from around the ship.
And remember, if it isn't true, it isn't news. Until next time, Truman. Well, it's been an honor and a privilege. Absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, I'm not going to leave you. I'm not leaving you. Hey, I'll still be here for you, man. Hey, man, it's going to be great working with you.
I'm the one. I'm leaving.
I can't wait.
He's gonna be here.
What a swell bunch of fellas. Really good guys.
I can't wait to get out of here.
I forgot the question.
You just walked through an interview. Look at Erykah Badu just walking through an interview. That is crazy.
Thanks. Don't look at me.
I was waiting on the question. Okay.
This is all about production here, you know, so you got to keep it. There should be a red heart painted on the deck here. Stay 10 feet away because you're liable to get hit by, flailing arms and waffles.
What's going on? It's MA2 Schmidt down here in security. I'm Wilson, I can't do that with you in the background doing that. I'm sorry.
No!
Dude, I couldn't.
No!
It was good. It was good up to that point. I think that was perfect. I wasn't even looking. I'm sorry. We should have moved him. I think it'll be good.
I have a sister-in-law who works for and we've got that one. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Hi, Sales, it's Disbo. I'm in the middle of an interview on camera right now. How can I talk to you?
Oh, wow. Wow.
I said, oh, wow, 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 but that was because I have a picture of myself behind me looking over my shoulder, staring at the camera.
Yo, XO is whoa, so he,
Intense and serious. And I'm playing. All right, you ready? Shipmate. All right. Can I get a countdown? What happened to the good old days when I got the countdown? Can I get that?
And you get the grand prize.
An extended deployment?
No, you get nothing.
Go ahead and set up regulators over center rifle. So,